Hello and welcome back to Blossom Themes YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how to start your own blog with Blossom Floral free WordPress theme. Blossom Floral is one of our latest theme release. This theme is perfect for any blogging niche. You can create travel, lifestyle, fashion, food, fitness, journal, health, and several other business types and blogs. This right here on the screen is the demo page. By the end of this video, we will create an exact same blog. Of course, you can customize and add your own elements to your blog while you follow along this tutorial. I will first give you a tour of the demo page so that you do have an idea of what you get with the theme. I will then walk you through all of the features that you get with the Blossom Floral free theme. We will then download the theme, install and activate it, and we will finally start customizing our blog step by step. I have added the timestamps in the description box below, and it is also pinned in the comment section. Please feel free to skip to any section in the video. Let's get started. First is the site logo. You can add a site logo to your site, or if you don't have a site logo yet, you can always add a site title and tagline. How you can do that is covered in the video. On the top left corner, you will see social medias. You can easily integrate and link social media profiles. On the top right corner, you will see the search bar. Then comes the navigation menu. This theme allows navigation menu in 3 different areas: primary, secondary, and the footer area. An appealing Instagram section on top, or you can also feature the Instagram section at the footer. How to do that is explained step by step in the video, so make sure you don't miss any part in the video. A beautiful banner slider. The featured area section, where you can feature an attractive featured image and link important pages that you don't want your visitors to miss out. All the images and pages you link appears like so in a carousel slider. You get the option of unlimited featured boxes. The About section, where you can feature an image and some self-intro. Then comes the blog section. On the left-hand side are the blog posts. And on the right-hand side is the sidebar, where you can feature highly customizable widgets. You can add widgets like author bio, where you can introduce yourself. You can add in an image. You can add a short description, your e-signature, as well as links to your social media profiles. Then you can add other widgets like recent post, popular post, categories, advertisement, newsletter, and so on. On the left hand side, you will find all of the blog posts. You can grow subscribers with this gorgeous newsletter subscription section without breaking a sweat. You can make it attractive by using a custom primary and secondary background of the section. The footer Instagram section, the footer areas, and the footer copyright section. You also get a back to top button, using which your visitors can get to the top of the website from any section of your site. Now, let's take a look at one of the blog posts and see what it looks like on the site. Let's open this one right from the slider. Right on top will be the featured image. Then, on the left hand side will be your blog content, whereas on the right hand side will be the sidebar. You can easily customize where your sidebar appears. You can select individual sidebar layout for your individual blog posts. And how to do that is all included in the video. At the bottom, you will find the author information, the featured blog posts, as well as the related blog posts to increase the user engagement and retention. We will now go back to the sales page of Blossom Floral free theme, where we will go through all the extra and exclusive features of the theme. I have also added the link to the sales page in the description box below. First, you will see the free versus pro chart, where the free and the pro version of Blossom Floral are compared side by side. You can go through them to see which version you want to go with depending upon your need and site's requirement. Scroll down and here are the types of blogs that you can create with Blossom Floral. You can create fashion, lifestyle, travel, food, beauty, parenting, fitness, health, self-improvement and journal blog with Blossom Floral free theme. And if you are still not sure if Blossom Floral is for you, then you can go through this list that will help you with your decision. Now we will dive straight into the features. You can easily change the primary, secondary and background color of the entire site and select from a list of unlimited color palette. You can select from a whopping 1000+ Google fonts as your primary and secondary font of your site. You can personalize your site by adjusting your typography. The theme looks as flawless on your mobile and tablet device as it looks on your desktop. All the changes you make on the left-hand side can be previewed in real time on the right-hand side. The theme is well optimized for speed performance with built-in SEO optimization. You can place ads in Google AdSense optimized advertisement area, and you also get an advertisement widget to start making money from your website. You can also get your shop up and ready in no time, as Blossom Floral is fully WooCommerce compatible. Then you will find smooth, attractive and advanced banner as slider, where you can customize the number of slides, add a caption, slider loop transition effect and speed. You get to set unlimited featured boxes, sell your products with shop section, grow subscribers with newsletter subscription section, and get appealing Instagram section with author bio on sidebar as seen on the demo page. You get the option to highlight author comment in each of the posts. The theme allows automatic image crop feature to make all your images to look even and well managed. You not only get the option to add a custom site logo, but you can also control its size to fit in well using the slider controller. You can edit your footer copyright text with Footer Copyrights Editor. Then you get social media integration, built-in SEO settings, shop page settings, and post excerpt. Post excerpt is the summary of your blog posts. It gives a glimpse to your visitors about your content without clicking on it. Your blog posts automatically displays related posts to increase the user retention, as we saw in the demo page. The comment section toggle helps you increase user engagement rate on your site. You get the back to top button. The theme is widgets ready with 22 highly customizable widgets. You can go through the list here. Blossom Floral has portfolio page template. It is cross-browser compatible, has easy legibility, is schema-friendly. If you use RTL right-to-left scripts like Arabic, Persian or Hebrew, then please write your content with confidence, as Blossom Floral has built-in support for RTL scripts. The theme is translation-ready, is Polylang compatible, WPML compatible. You will receive regular theme updates for security, feature optimization, and compatibility with the latest WordPress versions. You can add custom CSS to change the appearance and add your own features to your site. With clean and well-organized codes, this theme ensures better security and easy customization. This theme also features extensive step-by-step documentation along with this video tutorial. And a top-notch, quick and friendly support team. You can reach out to them using the support ticket if you have any queries, confusions or questions regarding the theme. Now, I will show you how you can access the Blossom Floral free theme and how you can download the theme for absolutely free. Let's go to the top. First of all, you'll have to go to our site blossomthemes.com. I have added the link in the description box below. Go to Shop, go to Free Themes and you have to select Blossom Floral. Click on it. This will open the sales page for the Blossom Floral free theme. To view the demo page, you have to scroll down and click on the Live Demo button. Then to download the theme, all you have to do is click on the Download button on the right hand side. Now you have to fill in the details like email address, first name and last name. Then you have to click on Download Now, after which the theme will be emailed to the email address that you provide over here in a zip format. I have already downloaded the theme. Now I will show you how you can install and activate the Blossom Floral free theme. For that, you'll have to first log into your WordPress admin dashboard. I have logged into my WordPress admin dashboard. Before we install and activate the Blossom Floral free theme, let's take a look at our site in the front end. To do that, hover your cursor over this little house icon. Then you have to click on Visit Site. Let's open it in the new tab in the front end. So this is what our site currently looks like. Now let's go back to our dashboard. There are two ways to install and activate Blossom Floral free theme. In this video, I will demonstrate both methods and you can go with the method of your preference. First, go to Appearance and click on Themes. Click on Add New. Click on Upload Theme. Click on Choose File. Select the zip file that you downloaded and click on Open. You can also drag and drop the file. Then you have to click on Install Now. So this is method number 1. The second method is even easier. From the search bar here, you have to search for Blossom Floral. Simply type in Blossom Floral inside the search bar. And here is the Blossom Floral theme. You then have to click on the Install button. Now you have to click on Activate. Blossom Floral free theme has now been successfully installed and activated. Next, you'll have to install and activate the recommended plugins. These plugins will come in handy when we later have to add various features to our site. So I would highly recommend you to install and activate all of these plugins. Click on Begin Installing Plugins link. Select all of the links by checking into this little box here right next to plugin. From the drop-down option, you have to select Install and click on Apply. It might take some time to install all of the required plugins. All of the required plugins have been installed. Now click on the Return link. Again, you have to select all of the plugins. This time, from the drop-down option, select Activate and click on Apply. And now, the required plugins have also been activated. Now, let's go to our site in the front end and let's give it a refresh. And as you can see, the site's layout has changed completely. Let's go back. Now we will access the customizer settings of Blossom Floral free theme. To access the customizer settings, from under Appearance, you have to click on Customize. I'm going to open the link in the new tab. So these are the customizer settings of Blossom Floral free theme. Alternatively, from your front end, if you are logged into the admin dashboard, the admin bar shows up. You can click on the Customize option in order to access the customizer settings. Let's go back. Before we start customizing, I will give you a quick walkthrough of each of these settings one by one. First is Pro Available View Pro theme. If you click on the View Pro theme button, you will have access to the Pro version of Blossom Floral free theme. Inside Demo and Documentation, you can have access to the demo link and documentation link by clicking on the respective links here. From Site Identity, you will be able to create a unique site identity for your site. Under Appearance Settings, you have Colors, Background Image, and Typography Settings. Under Front Page Settings, you will find various front page settings like Banner, Featured Area About section, Blog section, Shop section, Newsletter, and Instagram settings. Under Layout Settings, you will find the sidebar layout for the page, post, and the default sidebar layout for whole site. Under General Settings, you will find the header settings, social media settings, SEO settings, post blogs and pages settings, as well as the miscellaneous settings. With menus, you can easily create navigation menus for your site. From Widgets, you can add various customizable widgets to your sidebar and configure footer areas 1 to 3 and 4. From Homepage Settings, you will be able to select your homepage display as latest posts or a static page. Then from Footer Setting, you can edit footer copyright text and add background, footer secondary, and footer tertiary image. If you have added a shop section, with the help of WooCommerce settings, you can customize your shop section. With the help of additional CSS, you can add your own CSS code to customize the appearance and layout of your site. So that was a quick walkthrough. Now let's get into each of the customizer settings one by one. We will start with the homepage settings. Under Homepage Settings, you will find the option to select your homepage display. You can either go with the latest post or a static page. If you select latest post, then all of your latest blog posts will be displayed as your homepage. And if you select a static page, you will get to select a separate homepage and a separate blog post page. So if you wish to select a static page, you have to click on the Select option, and if you have pre-created your homepage, you can select Homepage from the drop-down option. And if you have not, you can also create a separate homepage from here. Click on Add New Page, give your page a title, then you have to click on Add. This will create a separate homepage, and this right here will be the homepage for your blog and for your visitors. Now for the post page, just like with the homepage, if you have pre-created a blog post page, you can click on Select and select that particular page from the drop-down option. But because we have not pre-created a blog post page, we can create it from here. Click on Add New Page, give your new page a title, then you have to click on Add. This blog post page will contain all of the blog posts that you create, whereas the home page will be your front page. So right now, as you can see, the blog page is different from the home page as seen on the breadcrumb. This right here is your blog page, and if you click on home, this will be your home page. You will be able to edit and add content for your home page from the dashboard. Let me show you an example. Just click on publish to save the changes. Now go back to your dashboard and go to pages. Click on all pages. Scroll down. Here is the home page, which is also assigned as the front page. Now you have to click on edit. Then you have to add in the content for your home page from here. Let me just add in some dummy content just to show you the difference. Now click on update. Now if you go back to your customizer tab, and you will have to give this page a refresh. If you scroll down, you will see the content that you added from the dashboard is now displaying here. I hope this concept is clear to you, and if it is not, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team using the link I have added in the description box below. Let's go to homepage settings once again. For this video tutorial, I will select latest post as my homepage display, and when I select your latest post option, all of the latest blog posts will be displayed as the homepage display on my site. Click on publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Now let's go into site identity. Scroll to the top. As I mentioned before, you will be able to create a unique site identity using the site identity settings. You can add in the site title from here. For now, the site title is Blossom Floral Tutorial, which is also displaying here. If you wish to change it, simply remove it. Now you can type in the title of your choice. So if I wish to add in just Blossom Floral or some other title, then I can do that from here. Then for the tagline, it is the same. Simply remove the tagline that is already here. Then add in the tagline of your choice. And whatever tagline you add here will be displayed here on the right hand side in the real time. If you have a logo, then you can also display it here. All you have to do is click on select logo, and you have to click on select files. Then you have to click on the logo of your choice. Click on open. All the files that you upload from upload files will be displayed in the media library section over here. Let me upload all of the files all at once. I have added the recommended image sizes in the description box below. You will also find the recommended image sizes in the text documentation of Blossom Floral free WordPress theme. I have uploaded all the images. Now scroll down and we will select the site logo. Click on select. You can also crop it or you can skip cropping. For this video tutorial, I'm going to skip cropping. And your site logo will be displayed here. If you have a site logo that supports your site title and tagline, you can display it side by side, all at once. But if you only wish to display the logo and not the site title and tagline, then you can also do that. All you have to do is uncheck the display site title and tagline option here. Simply uncheck the little box which will only display the site logo. Now if you wish to change the logo width, then you can do that from here. You can increase it or you can also decrease it. If you want your logo to appear big, then you can add a bigger value, or else you can always go with a smaller value. And and accordingly the logo width will change. Next, you can also add in the site icon. All you have to do is click on Select Site Icon. Then you can select the site icon of your choice. I'm just going to go with this image and click on Select. You can also crop the image from here. Now click on Crop Image. You can also preview how the site icon looks like from here. Now click on Crop Image. And this right here is your site icon. I would highly recommend you to add in a site icon because it not only helps your users identify your site, but it also helps you build your brand identity. Next, you can also change the site title font. You can change the font family, and depending on the font family you have selected, you can also change the style. You can also change the site title font size from here. So for now, let me just display the site title and tagline once again by checking into this little box. And I will remove the logo for a while by clicking on the Remove button, which will remove the logo from your site. Now scroll down. You can select from 1000 and plus Google fonts. Just click here, then you can select the font family of your choice. And whatever font family you select, the changes will be seen accordingly on the right hand side. You can also change the style. So right now the style is normal. You can go with medium, or you can go for bold, or maybe bold italic. Then if you want to change the site title font size, you can simply slide this little button here. If you slide this button over, the site title font size will increase, and if you decrease it by sliding this button under, the site title font size will decrease. So in this way, you can change the font family, style, and also change the site title font size. Just like this. I will not display the site title and tagline, rather I will display the logo like I did earlier. Click on Select Logo. Let's select the logo, click on Select, skip cropping, and the logo will be displayed here. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Now let's go to the front end and give it a refresh. And you will see the changes here accordingly. Let's go back and back. Next, we will integrate various social medias on our header. To do that, go to General Settings, then go to Social Media Settings. The first thing you have to do is enable the social links by enabling the toggle here. So right now the social links are not being shown because of the display here, but if I hide controls, by clicking on the Hide Controls button, they will be displayed here. Now all of these social media icons are displaying because the links have been added for all of them. So from the settings here, as you can see, the social links have already been added. So what you can do is, you can click here, then inside the link box, you can copy and paste the link to your official respective social media pages. For example, for Facebook, you can copy and paste the link to your official Facebook page or profile. You can do the same for rest of the social media profiles, but I will also show you how you can add these social links. So let me quickly remove all of the social media links here one by one. And when you remove all of them, you will see that the social links are not displaying here anymore. So let's add all of them one by one once again. You have to click on Add New Links button. Now inside the search icons box, you have to search for the social media icon. For example, if you wish to add in Facebook, you have to type Facebook, and the tiny Facebook icon appears here. You have to click on it. Now inside the link box, as I mentioned before, you have to copy and paste the link to your official social media page or profile. As soon as you add in the link, let me hide controls so that I can display the full website here on the screen. And here you will see a tiny Facebook icon has appeared. If your visitors click on the Facebook icon, they will land on your official Facebook page or profile, of which the link you have added right over here. To add in another social link, you have to click on Add New Link. Now again, you have to search for the social media icon. For example, if you wish to add in Instagram, type in Instagram. And here, a tiny Instagram icon will appear. You have to click on the icon. Then inside the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your official Instagram account. And after this, the Instagram icon will also be displayed here. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more social media links. After you finish adding all of the social media profiles, they will be displayed on your header respectively. Now click on Publish button to save all of the changes. Now go to your front end and give it a refresh to see the changes immediately. Let's go back and back. We have not created anything. We have not even created our very first blog post, which is why our site is completely empty. Now, let's create our very first blog post. To do that, let's go back to our dashboard, back to Dashboard Home, and we will create our very first blog post. Go to Post and click on Add New. First, you have to add in the title of your blog post. Now, add in the content. I have added some content. Now, if you wish to add an image, it is very easy as well. Just make space for the image. Now, you have to click on the Add Block icon. Click on Image. You can either upload the image, select image from the media library, or you can also insert an image from URL. For this video, I will select one of the images from media library. I will select this image and click on Select. And the image will be displayed right over here. You can add more images if you wish to. Now if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you will see the sidebar layout options as well. These are the sidebar layout option for your individual blog post. I will not go into these for now. I will explain these later in the video. So for now, I will just skip it. Now let's go to the right hand side and click on Post. Here, you will have the option to create categories and assign to this particular blog post. All you have to do is click on Add New Category. Then give your category a name. For example, if I add in the category name as Fashion, then after typing in the category name, you have to click on Enter, which will display the newly created category. Following the same process, you can create more categories. Now to assign the categories you have created, you have to make sure to check into each of these categories. So for now, all of the categories are checked in by default. Let me uncheck them one by one. Now let's assume for this particular blog post, I wish to assign the fashion and journal category. Then I simply have to check into the fashion category and the journal category, which will assign the fashion and journal category to the newly created blog post. When you create a new blog post next time, you can assign the category of your choice following the same process. Then you can also add in the tags. Scroll down, here is the option to add tags. Just make sure that when you add tags, you separate them with the commas or the enter key. To remove the tags, you simply have to click on the cross icon for each of the tags. Next, you can also add in the featured image. To add in the featured image, click on Set Featured Image. Then you can select the featured image of your choice. Click on Set Featured Image. I would highly recommend you to add in a featured image because if you don't, a gray layout will be displayed on your site in the front end and it will not look very flattering. So I would highly recommend you to add in the featured image. After you are done, let's go to the top. You have to click on the Publish button. Your very first blog post has now been created. I have also added an in-depth video tutorial on how to create your very first blog post in the description box below. That video is very helpful. Please check that out. Now, let's check out our blog post in the front end. So from here, you have to click on the View Post button. And this is what your blog post looks like. Here is the title. Here are the categories that are assigned. Here is the featured image and the content, the image that you added, and so on. Let's go to the top. Everything looks fine except for the link here with date and everything showing. This is looking a bit weird. So let's change our permalink. For that, you'll have to go back to the dashboard. So what I will do is I will just duplicate the same tab so that I will be able to show you the differences more clearly. Then from this tab, I will go back to the dashboard. Let's go back to Dashboard Home. Now, you have to scroll down and go to Settings, where you will find the option for permalinks. You have to click on Permalinks to access the options. Now under Common Settings, instead of day and name, you have to select post name. Scroll down and click on Save Changes. Now let's go to our site in the front end and we will give it a refresh. Here you will see the 404 error, and that is because this link does not exist anymore. So instead, we will click on Go to Homepage button. This will take us to the homepage, and the blog post that we created has landed on the banner section. So we will access this blog post from the banner slider here. And if you check the permalink, you will see the date is gone and the only thing that you are seeing is the blog post name. This looks a lot simpler and clearer to understand. Let's go back to our dashboard. To view all of the blog posts you have created, you have to go to Posts and click on All Posts. So this is the only blog post we have created so far. Let me pause the video, create a few more blog posts, and we will continue with the video. As you can see from the screen, I have created more blog posts. Now, let's go to our site in the front end. And now we will give it a refresh. You will see all of the blog posts that I have created are now displaying on our site. Let's go to the top, and right here on the banner, the latest blog posts are being displayed. Now let's go back to our customizer and we will also give it a refresh so that all of the changes we have made so far also displays here, and it has. Now, after site identity, we are yet to cover appearance settings, so let's go to appearance settings. The first option is colors. From here, you can select the primary color, the secondary color, and the background color for your site. The primary color is this light peach color that you're seeing on the screen. And the secondary color is this green color. And also the color that displays as I hover my cursor over the block categories. Let's see how we can change the primary and secondary colors. Let's go to the top. Now to change the primary color, click on Select Color. Then you can select from the color here in the palette. You can move around the pointer and the slider to select the shade and the color of your choice. Or else, you can also add in the hex value here. You can simply move around the pointer here and select the color of your choice. For now, I have selected this lavender color and it is displaying as the primary color. Let's go to the top. Now to change the secondary color, again, click on Select Color. This time, let's go with this ink blue color from the palette. And again, we can move around the pointer and the slider to select the shade of our choice. And the color we have selected displays here. Similarly, to change the background color, you have to click on Select Color. Then you can select the color from here. For now, the color is white. Let's say you want to go a lighter shade of gray. Then you can select it from here. And the color will change accordingly. You can select any color of your choice. To select the color back to default, you have to click on the default button. And when you click on the default button, the color will set back to the default color. You can do the same for the primary and the secondary color as well. The secondary color has changed. Now for the primary color, click on default and the color will change from lavender back to this light orange peach color. Let's go back. Next is the background image. All you have to do is click on Select Image, then select the image of your choice. Let me go with the first image and click on Choose Image. And the image you select will be displayed as the background of your site. After selecting the background image, it also unfolds the rest of the options. From under Preset, you can select Default, Fill Screen, Fit to Screen, Repeat and Custom. Then you can also select the image position. Then you can select image size from Original to Fit to Screen or Fill Screen. Lastly, you can select or unselect, repeat or not repeat the background image, or to scroll or not scroll the background image with page. You can select or unselect the options as per your preference. Please feel free to go through these options. And if you have any questions or any confusions, please do let me know in the comment section below. Or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. For now, I will remove the image by clicking on the Remove button. And the image will also be removed from your blog. Let's go back. Next is the typography. From here, you can select the primary font, the secondary font, and change the font size of your site. So the primary font is the font over here. To change it, you have to click here. Then you can select from the list of available options. So for example, if I select Times New Roman, the font will change to that immediately. Now for the secondary font, again, just like with the primary font, you have to click here. Then you can select from the list of available options. So for example, if I select DM Serif Display, the secondary font will change to the font that I select from here. And it will be displayed throughout the site. You can also change the font size from here. So right now the font size looks smaller. To increase it, you have to slide this small button over. So instead of 18, if I select 23, Then it will increase your font size. Similarly, if you wish to decrease it, you have to slide this button under, which will decrease the font size of your site once again. Another option is to load Google Fonts locally. By default, the theme fetches font from Google. But if you enable this option, it will enable to load Google Fonts from your own server. This will improve your site speed. I would highly recommend you to enable the Load Google Fonts Locally option. And after you enable the option, it will also reveal the rest two options. That is to preload the local fonts and to flush the local fonts cache. Enabling preload local fonts improves your website speed. Whereas using the local fonts cache option, you simply have to click on this button. You will be able to reset the local fonts cache. I will change the primary and secondary font back to how they were before, but you can select your preference. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back and back. Next is the front page settings. The first option is banner section. From here, you will be able to select your banner as a slider, or you also have the option to disable your banner section altogether by selecting the Disable Banner section. If you select to disable the banner section, the banner will be removed totally from your site. Or you can go with the second option, that is to select your banner as a slider. And when you select your banner as a slider, you will have the option to select the slider content style. You can select from latest post or a category. If you select latest post, then all of the latest blog posts will be displayed on your banner. You can also select the number of slides to display. Right now, 3 number of slides are selected. If you select more, you have to slide this button over. So if you select 8 number of slides to display, then your banner will display 8 different slides. Another option is to include repetitive blog posts. So right now, all of the blog posts that are displayed on your slider are also being displayed on your homepage as the blog post. If you wish to not display the blog posts that are displaying on your banner right here in the blog, then you can choose to disable the Include Repetitive Blog Post, after which the blog posts that are displaying on your banner slider will not be displayed here anymore. But if you choose to include repetitive posts, then you will have to enable the toggle here, after which the blog posts that are included in the banner section, like right now, these blog posts are displaying on the banner and they are also displaying as the blog posts here in the homepage section. Let's go to the top. Now another option is to enable or disable the slider auto transition. Right now, the slider moves from one to next without having to click on either side of the banner. But if you choose to disable this option, then the slider will not transition from one to another automatically. Your visitors will have to click on either side of the buttons here, the arrows, in order to be able to view all of the sliders. If you enable this option, the slider will transition from one to another automatically. Next option is to enable the slider loop. So you must have noticed that when the slider comes to an end, it does not go on in a loop, which means after reaching the last slider, it does not immediately start from the first slider again. To enable that, you'll have to enable the slider loop option. And after that, the slider will start again from the first after it has come to an end. The next option is to enable or disable the slider caption. If you choose to disable it, you have to disable the toggle here and it will disable the captions. If you wish to enable it once again, you'll have to enable it back on, which will display the slider captions once again. You can also select the slider animation. Just click here and it will display a list of drop-down options. You can select from any option of your choice. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go to our front end and let's give it a refresh. And you will see the changes here accordingly. Let's go back. Next is the featured area section. Let's scroll down. To add in the featured area section, you have to click on Add a Widget. And as it is given here, you have to add the Blossom image text widget for featured area section. This process is very easy. So from the widgets, simply type image text. Then you will have to select Blossom image text. Just click on the widget to select it. Now you can add in the title here. I'm going to skip adding the title, but you can add it if you wish to. Now click on Add Image Text and you will have to upload the featured image here. Simply click on Upload. Now you have to select the image of your choice. I will select this one and click on Select. Now add in the link text. Let's add in the link text as About Me. Now inside the featured link box, you'll have to copy and paste the featured link to the page or the post where you wish your visitors to land on. When they click on the link text, that will display as soon as you add in the featured link. I have added a dummy link. Now after adding the featured link, you have to click on Apply. And the image will be displayed here. Right now, the same image and link text are being displayed all across the featured area section. You don't have to worry about this because as you keep on adding more images and link text, the image and link text here will be replaced. So now to add in another image text, click on Add Image Text. Click on Upload. Select an image. Let's select this one and click on Select. Again, add in the link text. Add in the featured link and click on Apply. And as you can see, the new image and link text has replaced the previous image and link text. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more. What you can also do is, instead of adding a single image, link text and featured link and clicking on Apply, you can add all of the featured images, link text and featured link all at once. And you can click on Apply button at the end. When you click on the Apply button, the featured areas that you added will be displayed here, and they display in a carousel slider. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. Go to your site in the front end and give it a refresh. Scroll down and here is the featured area section, which is also now displaying on your site in the front end. Let's go back and back. Next is the About section. Before we configure the settings here, we will have to create an About page. To create an About page, let's go back to Dashboard, go to Pages and click on Add New. Now give your About page a title. Then add in the content of your About page. You can also add signature image to your About page. To do that, let's click on Enter. Now click on the Add Block icon. Click on Image. You can either upload the image or select the image from the media library. You can also insert the image from URL. I'm going to select media library. Now select your signature image. Click on select, after which it will be displayed over here. Next, we will add in the featured image. So from your right hand side, go to page, scroll down, click on set featured image. Now you have to select the image of your choice. We will go with this one. Now click on set featured image. You can also select sidebar layout for your about page. You can select from any options available. I will select the full width sidebar layout. After you are done, click on publish to save the changes. The about page has been published. Now let's view the page in the new tab in the front end. And this is what our about page looks like. We have not added much content to our about page, but you can add in more if you wish to. Now let's go to the Customizer tab and we will give it a refresh first. Now let's go to the front page settings once again and we will go to the About section. Scroll down. As it is given here, you have to add the Blossom featured page widget for your About section. You have to click on Add a widget. Now from the search bar, simply type in featured page as it is given here. And here is the Blossom featured page widget. Click on it to select the widget. From here, you have to click on the Choose option and you have to select the About page that you created earlier. Behind the blog was the title of our About page, so I will select Behind the blog page. And our blog page content is now displaying here. Then you have two more options, that is to show the full page content. If you check into this option, the full content of your About page will be displayed. So simply check into this little box and it will display the full About page content. Then to display the featured image that we had added for our About page, you have to select the Show Featured Image option. Again, check into the Show Featured Image option, which will display the featured image on your About section. You can also select the image alignment as right, left, or centered. I'm going to select left, and the image will be aligned towards the left. You can also add the background image for your About section. To do that, you have to click on Select Image. Then you have to select the image of your choice. Click on Choose Image. And your background image will be displayed here. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Now let's go to our site in the front end, scroll down, and let's give it a refresh. And here is our About section. Let's go back. Next is the blog section. The first option is to change the blog title. From the blog is the default blog title. If you wish to change it, simply remove the title that is already here, then add in the title of your choice. Then to add in the blog description, you can do that from here. The blog description that you add here will be displayed over here. For now, I'm going to skip adding the blog description. Then you can also change the read more text from here. The default read more text is read the article. To change the read more text, you have to remove the read more default text that is already here. Then you can add in the text of your choice. Next is the background image option. You can add in background image 1, 2, 3 and 4 for your block section. Your background image 1 displays at the top of your block section right over here. So click on select image. Then you can select the image of your choice. Let's select this one. Click on choose image. And do you see this faint image on the background? This is the background image 1 for your block section. Similarly, the background image 2 displays at the bottom of your block content. It displays over here. So just like with blog image 1, click on select image. Then select the image of your choice. Let's go with this one. Click on choose image. And it displays over here. The background image number 3 and background image number 4 displays on the left and right side of the block section respectively. You can add images for both background image number 3 and 4. I have added images for both background areas. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go to our site in the front end and let's give it a refresh to see the changes. And you will see the changes accordingly. The background image number 3 displays here. Can you see the light, faint image that is displaying here? Similarly, the background image number 4 displays here. And here is the bottom background image that we added. Let's go to the top and let's go back. Next is the shop section. If you have added a shop section to your site, then with the help of the settings under shop section, you will be able to configure the shop section. Please feel free to explore the options. If you come across any difficulties, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. Next is the newsletter settings. Now before we configure the settings here, we first have to create a newsletter. To do that, let's go back to our dashboard. Back to dashboard home. To create a newsletter, you have to hover your cursor over Blossom Themes email newsletter. Then you have to click on Add New to add a new newsletter. The first option is to add in the title to your newsletter. Just add in the title. Then from field settings, you can either select name and email or only email. If you select name and email, both name and email placeholders will be displayed on your newsletter. If you select only email, then only email placeholder will be displayed. I'm going to select name and email placeholder. Then you can change the default label for the name and email placeholder as well as the submit button label. Simply remove the labels that are already here, then add in the label of your choice. I'm going to change the submit button label. You can also enable the GDPR checkbox by selecting the option. Then you can add in the form note. This is a small message asking your visitors to subscribe to you. Next is the appearance settings. You can select the background display as background color or the background image. If you wish to select background image, then you have to click here, click on upload image. Then you have to select the image of your choice and click on select. If you wish to select the background color though, you have to select background color option. Then you can select the background color and the font color. To select the background color, click here. You can select from the list of available palettes and you can move around the pointer and the slider to get to the color of your choice. You can also add in the hex value. So you can go with any option. Simply select the color from the palette, you can move around the pointer and the slider, or just add in the hex value here. For now, I'm going to add in the hex value. Then for the font color, it is the same. I'm going to select, classic black as the font color. After you are done, you have to click on Publish. The newsletter has now been created. Now, copy the shortcode from the right-hand side. Go back to the Customizer tab and you have to paste the newsletter shortcode here. Then you have to enable the newsletter section by enabling the toggle. And here is the newsletter that we created earlier. From here, you can also select the primary image that will be displayed beside the newsletter right over here. So click on Select Image. Select the image of your choice and click on Choose Image, which will then be displayed here. You can also select the background image for your newsletter, which will be displayed as the background. So click on Select Image. Select the newsletter background, click on Choose Image, and it will be displayed here on the background. This makes your newsletter section look even more attractive. After you are done, click on Publish. Now let's go to our site in the front end and we will give it a refresh, which will now display the newly created newsletter on our site in the front end as well. Let's go back to the Customizer tab and back. Next is the Instagram settings. Before we configure the first three settings, we have to first configure the Blossom theme's social feed. You have to click the From Here link. So let's open this link in the new tab. You have to click on Connect with Instagram button. I have already connected Blossom Theme's Instagram account with other websites, which is why it is displaying a message like this. For you, it will ask you to fill in your login credentials and click on Allow or Continue. I'm going to simply click on the Allow button. After which, you will see all of the information have been filled in default. You can also change the information from here. I will change the number of photos from 5 to 10. For both number of photos and photos per row. You can also make changes to your profile link text and select the check for new posts every day from here. Then you can enable or disable the lazy loading of Instagram images and enable or disable the square Instagram images. I will select Enable Square Instagram Images. Enabling this option allows your Instagram images to be displayed in square shape on your website in the Instagram section. Now click on Save Changes. After you click on Save Changes, the Connect to Instagram button changes to Reconnect with Instagram, which means the configuration has happened successfully. Now let's go back to our Customizer tab. And now we will enable the Instagram section by enabling the toggle. There are two options, that is to enable Instagram in header and to enable Instagram in footer. Let's enable Instagram in footer first. And the Instagram will display on the footer. Similarly, let's go to the top. To enable Instagram in header, you have to enable the toggle. And after you enable the toggle, the Instagram section will also be displayed on your header. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go to the front end. Let's go to the top and let's give it a refresh. And you will see the changes here accordingly. Let's go back to our Customizer tab and back. We are done with the front page settings. Next is the layout settings. Let's scroll down. Under layout settings, you will find three options: the page sidebar layout, the post sidebar layout, and the default sidebar layout. The concept for all three sidebar layouts are the same, especially for the page sidebar layout and the post sidebar layout. They are exactly the same. In this video, I will explain the post sidebar layout settings, and following the same concept, you can also configure the page sidebar layout. If you come across any difficulties or confusions, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the support ticket link I have added in the description box below. The post sidebar layout is the general sidebar layout for your blog posts. So let's go to the blog section and let's open one of the blog posts. By default, the right sidebar layout has been selected, which is why the sidebar is displaying on the right hand side. If you select left, the sidebar will be displayed on the left hand side. If you select full width centered layout, you will see the changes accordingly. And if you select full width layout, again, you will be able to see the changes in the real time. So this is the sidebar layout for all of the blog posts. If you wish to override the sidebar layout for individual post, then you can do that as well. If you are wondering what override the sidebar layout for individual post means, let me explain the concept and demonstrate a few examples to make it clearer to you. Let's go to our site in the front end. Let's go to the top and let's go to the blog section. Let's open a few blog posts here. Let's open all of them in the new tab. For each of the blog posts, you can have a separate sidebar layout. Let's say, for example, for this particular blog post, you wish to have the left sidebar layout. Then for this blog post, you wish to have the full width centered sidebar layout. And for this particular blog post, you want to have the right sidebar layout, that is also the default sidebar layout. Now let's see how you can configure that. Let's start with our first blog post. For this blog post, you wish to have the left sidebar layout. So instead of configuring the sidebar layout from the customizer settings here, we will go back to the dashboard. We will go to posts and click on all posts. And we will open that particular post by clicking on edit option. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. The sidebar layout option, which I had left out while creating our very first blog post, comes into use now. From here, you can select the sidebar layout for individual blog post. So we will select the left sidebar layout, click on update. Now let's go to that blog post in the front end and give it a refresh. And you will see the blog post now has left sidebar layout. For another blog post, if you give it a refresh, it still has the right sidebar layout to it. And it is the same for another blog post. Now again, for our second blog post, we want to have full width centered layout for this one. Let's go back to our dashboard once again. Then we will open this blog post from here by clicking on edit. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and we will select full width centered. Click on update. Let's go to that blog post in the front end and give it a refresh. And you will see this blog post now has the full width centered sidebar layout. Now for the third blog post, even if you give it a refresh, it will still have the right sidebar layout because it still has the default sidebar layout, which is to have the sidebar on the right hand side applied to it. For this and for the rest of the blog posts, they all have the right sidebar layout. And that is because from the customizer settings, the right sidebar layout is selected as the default sidebar layout. Right now, for this particular blog post, even when I select right sidebar layout, From the Post Sidebar Layout option, it still displays the left sidebar layout, and that is because we have individually selected left sidebar layout for this particular blog post earlier. But if you go back to the home page and if you go to a different blog post, the third one, where we have not made any individual changes, it still has the default sidebar layout applied to it. You can change the sidebar layout for this and the rest of the blog posts from here. To change the individual sidebar layout option, you will have to follow the process which I just showed you. I hope the concept is clear to you. If it is not, please do let me know in the comment section below. Another option is the default sidebar layout. This is the general sidebar layout for your whole site. So let's go to the top and let's go back to the home page. Scroll down. So this is the sidebar. The default sidebar layout is to have the right sidebar layout. You can go with the left sidebar layout option, which will display the sidebar on the left hand side. Or you can go with no sidebar layout, which will not display the sidebar anymore. Let's go to the top. Click on Publish if you have made any changes. Let's go back, and next is the General Settings. The first option is Header Settings. Here you can add in the header background image. All you have to do is click on Select Image and just select an image of your choice. Let's go with this one. Click on Choose Image, and that image will be applied to your header as the background image. Right now it is not being displayed, but as soon as I hide controls, it will be displayed here. Do you see the faint background image here? That is set as the header background image for our site. You can also add the header secondary image following the same process. Then you can enable the header search by enabling the toggle. This will enable the header search here, and if you have added a shop section to your site, then you can also enable the shopping cart option. The shopping cart icon displays right beside the search icon. I will disable the shopping cart icon, but I will let the header search icon be enabled. And I will also remove the header background image. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is the social media settings. We have already covered it. And now we will go to SEO settings. To demonstrate the options from SEO settings, let's go into one of the blog posts. Let's go into this blog post from here. The first option is to enable or disable the last updated post date. This is the last updated post date. You can disable it. After disabling the last updated post date, you will see only the published date will be displayed here. The updated date or the updated information will not be displayed here. But if you enable this option, the updated information will also be displayed for your blog post. Next is the option to enable or disable the breadcrumb. This right here is the breadcrumb. You can also find breadcrumbs in the inner pages of your blog. So if I go to Journal category page, you will see the breadcrumb is also displaying here. You can disable the breadcrumb by disabling the toggle, and you can enable it back on by enabling the toggle. You can also change the breadcrumb home text right from here. Remove the text that is already here, then add in the breadcrumb home text of your choice. I would highly recommend you to enable both last updated post date option and the breadcrumb option, as these options not only help with your blog post SEO, but it also helps your visitors to navigate easily throughout your site. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. The next option is Post Blog and Pages Settings. The first option is to hide prefix in archive page. Archive pages are your tags and your category pages. Right now, we are in the journal category page, and this right here is the prefix. If you wish to hide it, you can enable the toggle, which will hide the prefix in the archive page. Another option is to enable the blog post image crop. If you enable this option, it avoids automatic cropping of featured image in home, archive, and search post. Another option is to enable blog excerpt. So these are the blog excerpts, the summary that displays below each of your blog posts in your blog page and other pages. If you wish to disable it, then you can disable the toggle, which will display the full content for each of your blog posts. If you enable it back on, only the excerpt displays here. Then you can also enable or disable the excerpt length. So right now 30 is selected in default. You can simply slide this little button over to increase the excerpt length in words. So when you select 60 words will be displayed as the blog excerpt for each of your blog posts. The options from hide read time to show featured image affect your individual blog posts. So let's go into one of the blog posts. Let's go into this one. The first option is to hide read time. This right here is the read time. You can hide it by enabling the toggle. You can enable the read time back on by disabling the toggle, which will display the read time. Then you can also set the words per minute. Setting the words per minute affects your reading time. So if you increase the words per minute by sliding the button over, then you will see the read time has now changed from 6 to 3 minutes. You can decrease it by sliding the button under, and now the reading time is 4 minutes. You can also reset the words per minute by clicking on the reset button. Another option is single post image crop. By enabling this option, you can avoid automatic cropping of featured image, which is the featured image right here, in your single blog posts. Another option is to hide author section. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this right here is the author section. You can enable this option to hide the author section. To enable it back on, you'll have to disable hide author section option. Then you can also change the author section title from here. Remove the title that is already here in default, then add in the title of your choice. Another option is to show the related blog post. So these are the related blog posts. If you wish to disable them, you can disable the toggle. To enable them back on, you will have to enable the toggle. Then you can also change the default title from here. The default title is you may also like. Remove the title, then add in the section title of your choice. You can also enable or disable to show the comments by enabling or disabling the toggle here. This is the comment section. You can simply disable the option to hide the comment section. And you can also allow comments below posts by enabling the toggle. The next option is to hide category. So if you go to the top, these are the categories. You can hide them by enabling the hide category option. Then you can hide the post author, which is displaying here, by enabling the toggle. Then you can also hide the posted date. This is the posted date by enabling the toggle. And you can enable or disable to show the featured image by enabling or disabling the toggle. If you disable the toggle, the featured image will not be displayed here anymore. I'm going to show the featured image, then I'm going to also display the category, post author, and posted date. After you have made your preferences, click on the Publish button. Let's go back. Next is the miscellaneous settings. The first option is search page title. When a visitor performs a search on your website, the page that displays all of the search results is the search page. To demonstrate an example, let's go to our site in the front end and let's give it a refresh first. It will display the search icon that we enabled earlier. Now from here, if your visitors search for something, let's say they search for fashion, and this page that displays the search results for fashion is the search results page. And here is the title for your search results page. By default, it is titled Search Result For. Go back to the Customizer tab. You can change the search page title from here. Simply remove the title that is already here, then you can add in the title of your choice. To display the difference, I will just remove the first word from the title and click on Publish. Now let's go back to our site in the front end and give it a refresh. And you will see the changes here accordingly. Let's go back. Then you can change the portfolio related projects title from here. Simply remove the default title that is already here, then add in the title of your choice. Another option is to add the 404 image. If you are wondering what 404 page is, let me go to our site in the front end. When your visitors click on a link that is broken or a link that does not exist anymore, it displays a page like this which says page not found. And the image that is displayed here is the 404 error image. To change it, from the customizer, you have to click on remove. Then you have to click on the change image button. You can select the image of your choice and click on select. Whatever image you select will be the 404 error image that will be displayed in your 404 error page. If you still have confusions, please do let me know in the comment section below. Let's go back and back. We are done with the general settings. Next is the menus. Before we create menus for our site, I will show you how to create a contact page. To do that, you have to go back to your dashboard. Go back to Dashboard Home. Now you will have to install and activate the Contact Form 7 plugin. To do that, go to Plugins and click on Add New. From the Search Plugins bar, type in Contact Form. You will then have to install and activate the Contact Form 7 plugin. Click on the Install Now button. Then click on Activate. The Contact Form 7 plugin has now been installed and activated successfully. After installing and activating the Contact Form 7 plugin, you will see a contact menu here on the sidebar. You have to click on it. Here you will see Contact Form 1. First, copy the shortcode. Now go to Pages and click on Add New. Enter the title for your contact page. You can add in the content that you wish to add for your contact page. Then you will have to paste the shortcode that you copied earlier. Now click on Publish. And that is it. Your contact page has now been created. Let's view the page in the new tab in the front end, and this is how it looks like. The contact form that displays here is because of the shortcode that we copied and pasted. Now let's go back to our Customizer tab, and we will also give our Customizer tab a refresh, just so that all of the changes we have made so far also displays here. Next is menus. You can create menus from two different ways. First, you can create the menus from the dashboard, and second, you can also create a menu from the customizer itself. In this video, I will show you how to create menus from the customizer, but I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will show you how you can create a navigation menu for your site in depth. Please check that video out, it is very helpful. Now, you have to click on Create New Menu button. Give your menu a name. Now, select the menu location. First, let's select the primary location, which is the location right over here. Now, click on Next. Click on Add Items. Now, you can add various items to your primary menu. You can add pages, post, products, categories, and even custom links. From under Pages, I will add the home page. So all you have to do is click on the Add icon. Then I will also add the contact page as well as the about page, which is titled Behind the Blog. Then I will also go to categories and I will add some of the categories from here. After you add in the items, let's hide controls. The items that you add will be displayed in your navigation menu. You can sort the items that you have added here. For example, if you wish to display contact page right at the very bottom, you can simply drag it and drop it at the bottom. So all I have done here is just drag the contact page and drop it right at the very bottom. Similarly, you can also change the navigation label. Right now, Behind the Blog is the name of our about page. Let's suppose we want to display the navigation label as About. So all you have to do is click here. Then from under Navigation Label, instead of Behind the Blog, just remove the label that is already here. You have to add in About as the navigation label. And now, you will see the changes here accordingly. The contact is displaying right at the last. Then, the Behind the Blog page has now changed to About as the navigation label. Now, following the same process, we will also create the secondary menu. First, click on the Publish button. Now, let's go back. Click on Create New Menu once again. Give your menu a name. From under Menu Location, select Secondary and click on Next. Click on Add Items. This time, I will select rest of the categories. After which, if you hide controls, the secondary menu will also be displayed here. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Now we will create the footer menu. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom, right where footer menu is supposed to be displayed. Now click on Create New Menu once again. Give your menu a name. Now select the menu location. Select footer from here and click on Next. Click on Add Items. You can add the items that you have already added for your primary and secondary menu. Or for the footer menu, you can also add in the custom links. In this video, for the footer menu, I will add in the custom links. So from here, first add in the link text. So the link text can be anything. It can be terms and conditions, privacy policies, and so on. I will add the link text as privacy policies. Then, inside the URL, you have to copy and paste the link to your privacy policy page. I have added a dummy link. Now click on Add to Menu button. After adding the privacy policies, it displays right here in your footer. Click on Add Items. Now, following the same process, I have also added Terms and Conditions page to our footer menu. And the Terms and Conditions page is also now displaying here in the footer menu. Click on Publish to save the changes. Now let's go to our front end. Go to the top and let's go to the home page. And you will see the primary, secondary, as well as the footer menu is displaying on our site. Let's go to the top and let's go back to our customizer. Let's go back and back. Next is the widgets. So right now, the sidebar widget is not being displayed, and that is because, let's go back. From the layout settings, from the default sidebar layout, we have selected full width sidebar layout, which means the sidebar is not displayed on either side. So let's select the right sidebar and click on Publish. Let's go back and let's go to Widgets, and you will see the sidebar option will now be displayed here. Let's go to the top. As you can see from the screen, there are already a bunch of default sidebars. I will remove all of them one by one, and we will create a fresh sidebar for our site. Select sidebar, and I will remove all of them one by one by clicking on the Remove option. Now let's create a fresh sidebar. First, you have to click on Add a Widget button. Then you can select from the list of highly customizable widgets from here. You can select any one of them. For now, I will select Blossom Author Bio. Now you can add in the title. So the title that you add here will be displayed here. Now add in the author name. You can then display the photo from either Gravatar, or you can upload a photo. Click on Uploaded Photo, then click on Upload. Select the image of your choice and click on Select. The image that you select will be displayed here. You can also then add in the description. You can increase or decrease the description box like this. Simply add in the description here, and the description you add will be displayed over here. Next, you can also display the author signature. You can either type out the signature by selecting text option, or you can upload the photo of your signature. If you want to type out your signature, you have to select the text option, then type in your name, and your name will be displayed in the form of signature. If you happen to have your signature image, then instead of text, click on Uploaded Photo, click on Upload, then you can select your signature image. After selecting it, click on Select, and it will be displayed here. Then you can add in the button label as well as the button link. You can add the button label as Learn More. Then inside the button link box, you can copy and paste the link to your About page or any other page of your choice. So let's go to our site in the front end. Let's go to the About page, and we will copy the link from here. Let's go back and let's paste it here. After adding the link, the Learn More button displays here. When your visitors click on the Learn More button, they will land on the page of which the link you have added here. You can also allow your visitors to open the link you have added here in the New tab by selecting Open in New tab option. Now you can also add various social media profiles. Simply click Add Social Profile. Now inside of the search social icon, you have to search for the social icon of your choice. For example, if you want to add Facebook, click here first, then search for Facebook by typing Facebook. And once this small icon appears here, you have to select it. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your official Facebook page. To add another social profile, click on Add Social Profile once again. This time, if you want to add an Instagram, type in Instagram, then after the Instagram icon appears here from the search option, select Instagram. Then inside the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your official Instagram page or account. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more social media profiles. After you are done adding all of the social media profiles, you have to click on the Apply button, which will apply all of the social media profiles over here. Now click on Done. Now click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go to our site in the front end and let's go to the home page, which will also refresh our site, and now you will see the Author Bio sidebar widget has now been added to your sidebar. Let's go back. Now following the same process, you can keep on adding more widgets. Click on Add a Widget and you can add more widgets. You can add any widget of your choice. This time, let's see what we can add. Okay, how about Blossom Recent Post? This widget adds all of your recent blog posts on your sidebar. So select it. This will automatically add the widget here. From here, you can change the default title. From here, you can select the number of posts. You can increase the number of posts, or you can decrease it. Then you can select Show Post Thumbnail to display the featured images of the respective recent posts. Then you can also select Show Post Date to display the posted date for each of the blog posts. Then you can select the layout from Style 1, Style number 2, or Style Layout number 3. For now, I will go with Style Layout number 1. You can also allow your visitors to open each of the recent posts in the New tab by checking into the Open in New tab option. After you are done, click on Done. Similarly, to add another widget, click on Add a Widget. This time, let's add Blossom Popular Post. This will add the popular posts to your sidebar. Select it. And you will see the popular post has already been added. You can change the title from here. You can select the number of posts from here. Then you can select the popular based on post views or comment count. I will select post views. Then you can select the style layout number 1, 2, or style layout number 3. Then you have 3 more options at the bottom. You can either check in or uncheck them. You can select the style layout after you have enabled the last 3 options so that you have better idea of what each layout looks like. I will go with style layout number 3. Now click on Done. Similarly, click on Add a Widget. This time, let's add the Blossom Themes email newsletter widget. So select Blossom Themes email newsletter. Now this process is super easy. All you have to do is add in the title. Now from newsletter, click on Choose. This will open the drop-down list of the newsletters you have created. This is the newsletter that we created earlier, so select it. And this will display the newsletter that we had created earlier for our site on the sidebar as a sidebar widget. You can also enable GDPR by checking into Enable GDPR option. And it displays here. Then you can also upload the newsletter icon by clicking on the upload button. After you are done, click on Done. If you wish to add an advertisement widget on your sidebar, then you can also do that. So for our fifth widget, click on Add a Widget once again. From the Search Widget search bar, simply type Advertisement and you will see the Blossom Advertisement widget. You'll have to select it. Add in the title first. The title has now been added. Now, you can display the advertisement either from ad code or you can upload a photo and add in the featured link. If you wish to display advertisement from ad code, you have to select ad code. Then, you have to copy and paste the ad code inside of the ad code box. For this video tutorial, I will upload the photo and add in a link. So click on Uploaded Photo. Click on Upload. Select your advertisement photo. I will select this one. Click on Select. Now, copy and paste the featured link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on your advertisement sidebar widget from the sidebar. I have added a dummy link. Then you can allow your visitors to open the featured link you have added here in the same tab by checking into the Open in Same tab option. After you are done, click on Done. Click on Publish to save all of the changes. Now let's go to our site in the front end and we will give it a refresh. Then you will see all of the sidebar widgets that we just added, including the advertisement sidebar widget. Let's go back to our customizer and let's go back. Next, we will configure footer areas. Configuring the footer areas is similar to configuring the sidebar widgets. So let's start with footer area number 1. Just like with the sidebar, you have to click on Add a Widget. Then you can select from the list of available widgets from here. You can select any widget of your choice. Let me show you an example. So for footer area number 1, I will select Blossom Icon Text. Here, you can add in an icon and add a short description to your footer area number 1. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. Now you can add in the title, you can add in the description, and you can upload an image. Or you can also select and add in the icon from the list of available icons. I will upload an image, so click on Upload. Let's select an icon. I will select this one. Click on Select. The uploaded image or icon will display here. Now you can add in the title and the description. I will just add in the description and skip adding the title, but you can add in the title if you wish to. And the widget for footer area number 1 has been added. Right now it appears like this, but please don't worry because after you configure footer areas 2, 3 and 4 respectively, this will appear normal. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is the footer area number 2. Just like with footer area number 1, click on Add a Widget. This time, let's add Blossom Recent Post, like how we added for our sidebar. So select the Blossom Recent Post. This will display all of the recent posts on your footer area number 2. You can select to show the post thumbnail as well as the post date. And you can select the style layout from 1 to 3 from here. You can also change the default title from here. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back. Now's the time for footer area number 3. So just like with footer areas 1 and 2, click on Add a Widget. This time, let's add Blossom Post category slider. So whatever category you select from here, it will display as a category slider for your footer area number 3. So let's add in the title. Then from category, if you click here, it will display a list of categories that we have created. So you can select any category of your choice, and whatever category you select, the blog post from that particular category will be displayed as the category slider over here. So I'm going to select self-care. You can select the number of slides to be displayed here. Let's select 3. Then you have 3 more options: to show or hide the slider arrows, to show or hide the slider pagination, and to allow or disallow the change direction. After you make your choices, the changes will be seen here accordingly. You can also allow your visitors to open the post in the new tab by selecting or checking in the Open in New tab option. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back. For the footer area number 4, you can follow the same process. Click on Add a widget, then select the widget of your choice. Then you can configure further options like how I showed you earlier. Let's go back. Let's go to our front end. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and let's give it a refresh. This will reveal our footer areas. Let's go back and back. We are done with the widgets. Next, we have also already configured the homepage settings. And now, let's go into footer settings. Let's scroll down. From here, you can edit the footer copyright text. So this is the footer copyright text. Please note that you cannot hide the author information and the WordPress information. To hide the author and WordPress information, you'll have to upgrade to Blossom Floral Pro theme. But you can edit this information right here. So you can either add or remove the information that is here. If you wish to remove all rights reserved, then you can simply remove it and it will be removed from here. If you wish to, you can also add in more text. So whatever text you add here will be displayed here. In addition to that, you can also add the background image for your footer. Simply click on Select Image. Then you can select any image of your choice. Similarly, you can also select the footer secondary and footer tertiary image from here. If you have made any changes, click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the WooCommerce settings. If you have added the shop section to your site, these settings helps you configure your shop section and the WooCommerce. Lastly, we have the additional CSS. You can add your own CSS code to customize the appearance and layout of your site. Simply copy and paste the CSS code and you can make the changes accordingly. Let's go back. We are done with all of the customizer settings. And now let's go to the top. And now we will go to our site in the front end and let's give it a final refresh. Let's go to the top and let's see how our site looks like. So that was it. If you have any questions or confusions, please do let me know in the comment section below. Or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. If you liked this video, please give us a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos. Thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you in our next video.